Once you start the battle, it'll load up this view. Um, you'll be taught about all this in the tutorials. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I'm also just going to go ahead and quickly deploy my units. The AI does not respect Fog of War. I find that to be a little bit annoying. But while you need to be careful when you advance your units, because sometimes they will be over these hills and you won't be able to see them until they can fire on you, the AI will usually be able to see you. So I'm going to go ahead and move some of my units forward first and see how the computer responds. I also recommend keeping your units spread out a little bit. There's a lot of splash damage in the game, so I try to keep them maybe a square apart. My forward mounted bomber is now basically my bait unit. I need to be able to see where the AI is, so I'm going to go ahead and move him forward a bit, leave him ahead of the pack, and see if I can't draw the AI fire.
Wake up, it's your turn.
Thankfully, those tanks that just fired on me are not very good against infantry. It does show them to me through the fog so that I know that they are there. I have also managed to bait out several of the AI's infantry units. Since the computer has shown himself, I'm going to go ahead and try and take out as many infantry units as I can, and then I'm going to use the fact that I can see their tanks on this upper level to my advantage and retreat any units that I can out of that range. To see the enemy units attack range, simply just click on them. This was a game changer for me to know that I can do this, because the AI will easily be baited into your units if you just pull them back a little bit. So here, after I finished using this set of militia, I will see that he's still in range of this tank. Since he has AP points remaining, I will pull him back. This leaves only one set of units, one set of militia units, within range of all the tanks. He will very likely take fire, but that's okay because they're weak against my infantry units anyway. Once the turn is over, I'll simply bring him back and repair him. Now that the computer is pulled forward with the rest of the infantry units that he has, I'm going to go ahead and try and take out as many as I can. Afterwards, I'm going to make a charge for those tanks.
Yes, sir.
Again, I keep my units spread apart from the enemy units to try and minimize that kind of splash damage that these tanks are doing. I've kept Banter to the back because those 4 tanks, if I move them forward, the likelihood of him dying is a little bit high. So I'd rather not have to deal with healing him after the raid, so I'm just going to keep him back.
Wake up, it's your turn. Your orders.
This mounted bomber is looking a little injured. As you can see, instead of being 2 horses, there's now only 1. This is a full health, or mostly full health mounted bomber, and this guy is pretty dead. So there's only 1. It decreases the damage that he deals, so at this point, it's probably a better idea for me to go ahead and take him back within range of my ambulance and have him repaired.
In position. Contact. Contact.
At this stage, it looks like there may not be too many more infantry units from the AI, knock on wood. So now I can take advantage of these tanks. When you look at the enemy's attack range, you will see on some units that they have an inner ring and an outer ring. The outer ring representing their maximum range, the inner ring representing their minimum range. So if I can get units into the inner ring, it means that they won't be able to attack me without moving. I don't want to get only 1 unit in there because he's going to be in a pretty bad place. So I'm going to go ahead and right now just move my entire force
Your
up
orders.
on my first charge.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Okay, so after moving forward, I've revealed a repair truck. Not really worried about him. Let's go ahead and turn and see if the AI has any secrets for me. Again, I keep my units spread out a little bit, so when they start to fire like that, one unit takes damage, but the rest of them don't take too much. The thing I love about mounted bombers is the large range that they can charge through. Oh good, I did not see that unit.
Wake up, it's your turn.
Cosper is a bit of a pain, and makes me even more thankful that I kept Mancer back. If he took the fire from those 4 tanks and as well as the Cosper, he'd probably be dead. So, I'm going to take a look at my maximum range for the Cosper, and I can see that I got a couple of units in there, but that's okay. My original intent was to charge these 4 tanks anyway. When I do that, it'll bring me out of the Cosper range, and then I can deal with the Cosper on the next turn.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Open fire. Your orders.
Bazooka units have splash damage. Use that to your advantage.
Affirmative. Attacking.
So here I have a set of bazookas
Yes, sir.
that if I spend 4 movement points, I can move them within range of both of these tanks. I will fire on the back one. It doesn't really matter which one, but I will definitely fire on a group,
Open fire.
and you'll see that both of them will take damage. It looks like there might be a little bit left of this tank if I can't move any units within range of
Your
them.
orders.
Right now, I'm more focused on moving my infantry out of the range of this Cosper, so that he
Yes,
has to
sir.
move towards me or not do anything for his next turn.
Acknowledged.
I haven't been very good about moving my ambulance units, but now I've taken a bit of a risk. I've moved them both within range of this tank, but I'm going to gamble that it won't be able to take out one of these guys. Let's take a look. He didn't even shoot it.
Wake up, it's your turn.
Predictably, the Cosper moves forward into the range of my units. That's the thing about the AI is it's very easy to bait him out. If that was a player, I have a feeling it will be a staring match. I'm going to go ahead and finish taking out this tank, move the rest of my units forward, and hopefully take out the Cosper this turn.
Yes, sir.
It's starting to look like I'm going to be wrong. So let's go ahead and in this turn, the Cosper also has a minimum range. I have Vancer just within that minimum range, so I'm going to hope that he doesn't decide to focus fire on my hero.
Wake up, it's your turn. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
At this stage, it's pretty much done. So we're going to go ahead and bring our bombers in
Your orders.
and have them deal the killing blow,
Acknowledged. Attacking.
and your raid is completed. And I've collected 1900 gold. So that's Iron Grip Marauders. I hope that this has helped you guys. Again, if you sign up for the game before October 30th and you do it through Steam, you'll get some cool goodies. Remember, the game is free to play, which means that you are not required to play, and the developers aren't required to give you more playtime or to give you tons of playtime. Check them out. If you love them, support them. If you want, go ahead and add me. Just let me know when you add me that you saw the video, so I don't think someone's adding me from the entire rankings list or something. Thank you for watching. That's all for the tour.